Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this special video series where we journey verse by verse through Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest chapter of the Qur'an, filled with divine wisdom, guidance, and life lessons. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today we are covering verse 282, the longest verse in the Qur'an. Verse 282, the longest verse, financial justice. O you who have believed, when you contract a debt for a specified term, write it down, and let a scribe write it between you in justice. Let no scribe refuse to write as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught him. So let him write, and let the one who has the obligation dictate, and let him fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his Lord, and not leave anything out of it. But if the one who has the obligation is of limited understanding or weak or unable to dictate himself, then let his guardian dictate in justice, and bring to witness 2 witnesses from among your men. And if there are not 2 men available, then a man and 2 women from those whom you accept as witnesses, so that if one of the women errs, then the other can remind her. And let not the witnesses refuse when they are called upon, and do not be too weary to write it, whether it is small or large, for its specified term. That is more just in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and stronger as evidence, and more likely to prevent doubt between you, except when it is an immediate transaction which you conduct among yourselves. For then there is no blame upon you if you do not write it. And take witnesses when you conclude a contract. Let no scribe be harmed or any witness. For if you do so, indeed, it is grave disobedience in you. And fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is knowing of all things. Explanation. This verse, the longest in the Qur'an, lays out comprehensive instructions for financial transactions. It emphasizes the importance of recording debts, using a just scribe, appointing witnesses, and preserving clarity to avoid disputes. It protects all parties, especially those who are weak or may be taken advantage of, and ensures accountability, transparency, and fairness in dealings. What this means for us: be honest and transparent in all financial dealings. Document agreements clearly, even small ones, to protect everyone's rights. Uphold justice when witnessing or writing contracts. Avoid informal shortcuts that can cause disputes. Trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's guidance in all matters, big and small. So, if you're truly serious about your faith, make a sincere commitment. Follow this series from beginning to end. One verse at a time. One transformation at a time. Let's walk this journey together and bring the Quran into our hearts and lives. If you found this video beneficial, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others and let the reward multiply. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a verse, a reminder, a chance to grow. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.